EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichard will get this one started. And off we go from Ford Field. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right to the air, here's Goff. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here is Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
180. On 2nd down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
We go tonight. 180. What's up?
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Like 20. Go win him, go win him. What's that?
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target.
Makes it third down.
Now it's going to be third down.
Yards to go.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
180. Do up. What's that?
From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 27-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 43, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Go.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
20. 5. What's that?
To throw is Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up. And set up
Brings up
a third down.
And the 11.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He goes tonight. 180. Listen. Cut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The 20-yard line.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. Third down coming up.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Jones trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll talk things over before third down. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing. Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a short throw caught by Wiley. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. We are through one. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Tonight, 180. Hold on. Shell.
To throw is gone. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air once more is McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. Here's Ryan Wright now. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And the score remains tied at 7. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 180. What's that?
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
That's good.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That one taken in by St. Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Shot. Turbo, shot.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Shot. 180. Tiger, tiger. What's that?
Goff in the pistol. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good for a Lions.
Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. And they give the Lions a first down.
13-yard line.
Keep the tank, keep the tank. We go to the... White 20. What's that?
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
180. Super. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Oh, yeah, you got it. What's that?
Here's Goff. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Hey, D-line, watch the screen. 180.
Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Look, great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
To T.J. Hawkinson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Hold on. Check. Watch the back on this leg. What's that?
On first down, it's gone. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
We go tonight. 180.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
Now third down and long.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
34-yard line. A gain of 11 yards.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
A run. It's Jones. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Minnesota. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with this. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
We go tonight. 2020. What's that?
Our run here with Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short game.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Waste of time.
Here's 2nd and 9.
We go tonight. What's that?
Goff to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one will not be returned. Not the best of kicks, as it's going to wind up being touchdown. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll put Addison in motion. Jones now on 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But
oh, he doesn't put it away. And the ball's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Raymond now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Devondre Campbell brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
180.
They'll try to run with their fullback. He's going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
All game long, Mike,
line.
this guy is asked to make key block after key block for the ball carrier. But this time, the coaches call on him to do the running for a change, and on 3rd and short, no surprise, he gets the job done.
12.
Off to throw on 1st down. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here we go. Sack.
They'll motion over Thielen.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
On the draw, here's Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Rodriguez on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Sack.
They run it once more with Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. On the run, Jones begins this 4th quarter. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, it's Jones. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
This is Jones. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Mason will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Ryan 7. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
And he will pull his way in for the 2 points.
That makes the score Vikings 27.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Joseph on the start. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point
To throw is McCarthy. That'll be caught, and he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Raymond now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180. Tiger, Tiger.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Up 2nd and 2.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
White 20. Super 1.
Goff to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
2nd and 11. Now, Goff. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
180. Value 3. Value 3. 12.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
180.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. And he will score. Isaac to Slav. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Harbaugh. What's that?
He'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace.
Keeps the score, Vikings 33. Lions.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. He's got this on target to Addison. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They run straight ahead with Jones. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.